Today's horoscope from Astrocademy, Aries, November 30th, 2022. Today's transits can help you turn a problematic situation right around if you put your mind to it. While there is some competitiveness to the energy of the day, it's stimulating and motivating. Changing your outlook can be in focus, and it's empowering. A Mars-Saturn transit asks you to moderate and pace yourself for best results. You could return to an old problem, now with a different approach or special patience. Thinking about long-term security and the practical angles benefits you today. Productive discussions can occur in a one-on-one, partnership, or counseling situation. Stormy clouds arise today and tomorrow. You could be at the center of it, stirring the pot and facing off with your partner like they are the enemy. This is because a feisty Mars, the red planet of war and conflict, will stand across the sky from you in your solar 7th house of relationships and fire a cannon at mental Mercury, our cosmic messenger, spinning in your solar 1st house of identity in zodiac sign. Toxic moods will consume everyone's minds, but yours especially, as you feel triggered, targeted, and unfairly beaten down. Be mindful of your tone, turf, and timing. Try not to entertain any unnecessary discourse when Mars retrograde in Gemini trines Saturn in Aquarius. This communicative trine suggests that a disagreement or issue could come up in conversation at work. You may not see eye to eye about a partnership, obligation, or commitment with someone who may have some professional authority. Instead of engaging in discourse, use this trine to skillfully navigate the tension by seeking a unique compromise. In the meantime, steer clear from any unnecessary arguments with those in your work life. The moon's departure from your income sector yesterday was always going to leave you with a better sense of where the money is and feeling more emotionally and intuitively engaged. However, this last visit before Venus and Mercury return next week to bring this financial year home also leaves you with a sense of anticipation and that it is time to change things up. The need for perspective is universal, but for you it can feel particularly acute. Throughout your quest for this perspective, remember that there is no substitute for regular exercise. The circulation of fresh blood throughout the body affects your skin quality. The skin also depends on lots of fresh water and a diet that provides plenty of vitamin C. When you take care of your skin, you feel better about yourself, and this is something that can entirely change your perspective. The vibration of the renewing one is here today, and with this you can expect to feel like you're starting with a clean slate. Take all of your recent anxieties and stresses and file them in the done folder. It's time to enjoy the wonderful experience of starting something new. Whether this is something on the job or something in your personal life, it matters not. The point is to approach things with a fresh perspective and to take part in a new adventure. Enjoy the day. The only thing better than a friendly aspect between Saturn in your communications sector and Mars in your relationship sector that will dominate the week is having the moon involved. The moon is making an ordinary monthly visit to your communication sector, something that will always make it easier to give your emotional responses a voice and to wear your heart on your sleeve. However, to be here as Saturn and Mars come together but with Mars in retrograde motion is a powerful chance to give your relationships, the past, and unsaid words a voice. As the moon moves through your communication sector, it not only aligns with Saturn today but forms a friendly aspect to Mars in your relationship sector, just as they are already at a friendly aspect. Mars and Saturn will remain a tight unit for most of the week, with a powerful chance to give your relationships, the past, and unsaid words a voice continuing, but the moon is only here until tomorrow, making it easier to also give your emotional responses a voice. Our eyes in the sky. The cosmic climate is challenging today as the Aquarius moon allies with Saturn while also butting heads with Mercury, Venus, and Mars. The energy here can put your will at odds with your emotions, making it difficult to know which way you should move forward. You might also feel weighed down and unmotivated as these funky vibes wash over everyone. Meanwhile, stubborn behaviors are likely to manifest, so you'll want to watch out for these in both yourself and others. Tension will hang in the air, so if you feel like you need a timeout, permit yourself to take one. You're able to keep track of the things that matter, managing to take control and concentrate on what's important to you. Such an optimistic approach positively affects your personal life, helping you to resolve any potential problems you must deal with and uncover the true significance of your relationships and exactly the direction they are heading. Your ability to understand any situation is good, and you're able to undertake any sort of mental task. Equally, you're communicating without any difficulty, so possible negotiations or similar conversations turn out to be successful. You also find your general level of curiosity is heightened, and you're keen to acquire knowledge and learn as much as you can. Your thoughts have seldom been so lucid and in harmony. Problems with relationships that seemed insurmountable just a short time ago are now resolved without further arguments. The time has come to revive personal bonds. Enjoy this phase and experience life with other people. The memories will last for a long time. Don't be surprised by certain situations and dating opportunities that crop up. There's plenty to contemplate and consider in the coming weeks before you make any decisions. Think about how you want to allow your heart to be directed. Showing good sense assures time spent isn't wasted and for nothing. In the evening, we'll see more rocky vibes as the moon shares a harsh aspect with unpredictable Uranus. This energy threatens to challenge what we usually feel we can rely on, which can lead to destabilization and strained emotions. Just after midnight, the Aquarius moon sextiles the Sagittarius sun, granting us inner peace and confidence. If we are awake, our strong sense of self will facilitate authentic connections with others. We celebrate the quirkier sides of our personalities, forging relationships based on niche interests and shared dreams. If we are asleep, we can expect uplifting dreams where novel experiences shift our perspective in affirming ways. What interests you most is of a positive nature and helps you gain insight into many new issues and make progress at every opportunity. These encounters stimulate the exchange of ideas that provide numerous sources of inspiration. Ideas to make your relationship more interesting, or opportunities to travel and broaden your horizons. After sunup, Mars in Gemini trines Saturn in Aquarius, the second of 3 trines in Mars' retrograde cycle. These transits create a narrative arc that supports tempering our passions so we can focus our willpower. The first of these trines occurred on September 27th with Mars in direct motion. Think back to this date. Was there a project kicked off around this time that you have since lost momentum on? This trine reminds you that although a redesign may be in order, this project is still viable. In fact, it is destined for success, despite false starts. What steps can you take at this point to push this enterprise along? You're allowed to get experimental in your process. Think outside the box. Take a few risks. Defy a few expectations. The final trine between Mars and Saturn will be on March 30th, 2023, after Mars enters Cancer and Saturn enters Pisces.